What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the top 5 stadiums in MLB The Show. What are the coolest stadiums to play at? What are the best stadiums to play at? Which ones have the best aesthetics? You know, which are the most popular? Which are the best ones for the best gameplay? That's what we're going to be discussing in this video. Now, on Twitter, I posted a tweet asking everyone that follows me over on Twitter their opinion on this subject. If you guys would like to follow me over there, I'm probably going to be doing this a lot more. I'm going to be tweeting out kind of my video topic, asking for your guys' opinions, and if you'd like to share with me a response, I'll most likely put you in one of my videos. So we're going to go through what I like to call the word on the street. What's the word on the street when it comes to stadiums? And then I'll give you guys my opinion coming up. Okay, so you guys can see I said, what are your top 5 stadiums in MLB The Show? And here are the responses we got from Atoxy. He says Kaufman, that's the list. Jerron Brown, he says Blue River, Bayfront, Ship It, Franco, All-American. B Moore says Ship It, Polo, PNC, that minor league Barnes or whatever stadium. And number 4, the Metrodome. Paul Sidney says Franco, Statesman, Capital, All-American, Petco, In the Rain, Kappa. So that one's a sarcastic one. Definitely check Paul out on Twitch, guys. He is the leader of the mob. Atoxy also chiming in. B Moore is the man. He always is helping me with retweets on Twitter. I really appreciate that, B Moore. You have no idea, man. Thank you so much. Good to hear from you as well, Jerron. We got Derek. He says Franco, Bayfront, Oak Street, Ship It, and Capital. That's a pretty solid list right there, Derek, I gotta say. Sawyer Ward says Crisley Field to be the only answer. Who doesn't like some shallow center field? For sure. RTG Trey, he comes with Ship It, Oak Street, All-American, Statesman, and Coors. Those are definitely some good ones. Celebrity Waffle says Laughing Mountain, Date Palm, Industry Center, Crystal Falls, The Porch. Colin says Globe Life, Bush, Safeco, Henderson, Ricky Henderson Field, like Oakland's Field, and Capital, which is a minor league stadium. Ben Miller says definitely not Polo Grounds. Justice Seal chiming in, Laughing Mountain, Ship It, Coors, Bayfront, SunTrust, Last, Polo. JBD says Ship It, Franco, Oak Street, Statesman, and Date Palm. Keith says Shea, Triple H. I think he means the Metrodome with that. Fenway, Skydome, Camden. Brandon Durning, he says Ship It, Oak Street, Laughing Mountain, Capital, Bayfront. Vagoth says Main Street Stadium, Capitol Field, Bayfront Park, Franco Park, Comerica Park. John Bear says Statesman Park, Oak Street Park, Blue River Stadium, Date Palm Field, Ship It Stadium. Andrew Mustang says Franco Park, Bayfront Park, Capitol Field, Iron Horse Stadium, and Ship It Stadium. Dad Shirt, aka Prez, says Ship It, Ship It, Ship It, Ship It, and Ship It. This is definitely, you know, Ship It's great because of the elevation. I really like Ship It as well. EJ says Ship It, Date Palm, Iron Horse, Franco, Laughing Mountain. Like a Bus says Polo, Forbes, Houston, Milwaukee, and Toronto. I thought this is kind of funny too. Are you feeling okay? Because the looks of that, you've gone certifiably insane. I'm fine. This is just where I play now because I'm a tryhard. Well then. PJ Lynch, anything but MLB stadiums, Ship It. So there you go. That is our community response on these. So that's the word on the street with the stadiums. Now I'm going to get into my personal favorite stadiums in MLB The Show. And as always, we're going to start out with some honorable mentions before we get to the top 5. I love Kauffman Stadium, man. I'm a Kansas City Royals fan. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Grew up in Kansas City my whole life, so I love Kauffman Stadium. I love to play in it. It's just outside my top 5. It honestly could be at number 5, to be honest with you. I love playing there. It's just the lag of Major League stadiums that I really don't like. Just in general, out of the Major League stadiums, which ones I like and I don't like, just more from like an IRL perspective. Ones that I think that would be pretty cool to go to. That would be, I think this one looks really, really dope. The Pirates one with like the water behind it. I think the stadium looks really good, or really cool. I've heard T-Mobile is lit. I actually don't mind playing in this one in the game too much, Tropicana, because there's no wind. But now that there's no wind in general, it's not a big deal. I'm interested to see the Rangers' new park, Rogers Center. I like playing in Rogers Center too. I have no problem playing in there. Chase Field is okay. I don't really mind too much playing in the Orioles park. But this leads me to my favorite Major League park, and I actually like playing here in the game, but I like to play here at night. I don't like playing in this stadium too much now without Major League stadiums are kind of laggy, but I do like this stadium a lot. I like Fenway Park a lot. I love the Monster. I think like I'd like to go to this park and see a game at some point. It's so old in a way, like there's so much history at this park. And I don't know, I just love the Monster. I wish there were more parks that did, took advantage of how, unique a baseball stadium can be. It's like, it's the one game where, in basketball and football, it's like, every field's 100 yards, and, every basketball court is pretty much the same. And with baseball, it's different. Every park is different. There's different dimensions and stuff like that. And we've kind of seen it a little bit in Houston, with the left field in Houston, and even the left field in Cleveland. They got a big left field, but nobody's ever done anything like the Monster. And there might be Creative Stadium in MLB The Show 20. I'm not 100% sure if there is going to be one or not, but it's something that people have been clamoring for quite a while. It's something that they're kind of aware of. I think there is a small chance it could happen, just kind of like in some of the press release stuff for MLB The Show 20, but I would probably create some kind of wall like this. I like how it's like a short fence that you can like hit a double off of. Like, imagine being a left-handed hitter like Ted Williams. I always thought like Eric Hosmer would play really well in this park. Because you just hit like balls the opposite, he's a left-handed hitter. You can hit the opposite field gap, hit it off the wall, and get doubles all day. Just hitting it off the Monster. So I really like Fenway Park personally. Most of this is just going to be my opinion. As far as the other Major League stadiums, I don't mind playing in Coors either. I like playing in stadiums kind of where it's easier to hit home runs. I just think that makes it a little bit more fun. I don't know if that's because I've always grown up as a fan. And Kauffman is a huge stadium. Like, you need really athletic players for your team build to play here. So I kind of like, I guess the Rockies is pretty big too, but it does have that elevation. I like offense, and I feel like I can pitch well, but if I get like a little boost from the stadium offense, so I kind of like the Rockies. But number 5 is definitely going to be Fenway for me. I just love this park, man. I don't know what it is. I just love this park. Number 4 for me is actually Baseball City, and I don't know. That's just there's really not a lot of lag in this. It's a free stadium. Everyone always has it. And it has a very small amount of seats. You guys can see it says like the capacity. I don't know. I can't. You guys know with the tributes, I can't say words right at times, but it says 8,704. I think that's the smallest amount of like people that the game has to load in. It's extra stuff to combat lag. So I always have liked Baseball City. It's kind of a bigger park. It's really about the same size as Kauffman. There's a lot of outfield. There's a big fence also in center. It's like tall. It's going to be hard to go up over the top and snatch a home run away on defense. But in the corners, it's got like a shorter fence, so you can't do that over there. There's a lot of space in foul territory, which can be good and bad. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, depending on if you're hitting or not. But I like Baseball City. It's cool, man. I like this stadium a lot. I really don't like this one. I don't like this one with the windmills and all this stuff, but I like Baseball City a lot. It's my 4th favorite. My 3rd favorite is Shiva Park. I like Shiva Park. Used to see people play in this one all the time the last couple years. Now like nobody does, which is kind of crazy to think about. I think these stadiums, because I pulled this like after a game reward or out of a pack or something. These some of these stadiums are going for a lot, like 10,000 now and stuff. So that could be a reason. I'm not sure what Shiva Park goes for, but you see that fence out in right field. It's extremely short. It is a short porch to right field. It's a short porch everywhere, and it has a super deep center field. So that's pretty much what Shiva Park is a lot like. It's really easy to hit home runs here, especially to right field. I mean, right field is nothing. It's almost like I don't know. It's I don't have the measurement, but I feel like it's got to be the shortest right field. Left field is a little bit deeper, but I don't know. I like this park. Everyone used to always play in this park because it's just really easy to hit home runs here. And it's just it's strange that we never really see it anymore, but it's probably my third favorite stadium. Like if someone picked it, I'd be like, all right, let's get it. Number 2, I guess it should have like a statement on all the minor league parks too. Number 2 for me is Shiva Stadium. I know that a lot of people have kind of gotten away from Shiva Stadium. I think that's like the new wave, slightly. I want to say that slightly. I think a lot of like good players are getting away from Shiva a little bit because Shiva has great elevation. You know, a lot of people are like, why did it's probably the most popular stadium to use now. A lot of people are like, why would you play here, or why do you play here? They're just curious why people use this stadium all the time. First of all, it has really good elevation. It has a really good batter's eye. There's no other real batter's eye that has that background color like that. And it's just I love playing here during the day. I like playing like, you know, July 1st or just whatever it is, June 1st. I don't really like to play here at night as much. I know some people love to play night, don't like to play day. I like to play here during the day, during the summer, so the ball flies out like crazy. But that's the other part of it that can kind of make this stadium brutal and a little bit less comp, is because, you know, your opponent can get some early OKs. Like, they don't really have to square the ball up here to hit a home run. There's a lot of elevation. If you ever want to see the elevation of a stadium, just go into like the game log after the game. I'm pretty sure it says it in there. But this stadium has a lot of elevation, a good batter's eye. The fences aren't particularly deep, especially the center. That center field is really short. It's just easy to hit home runs here, so it does make for a fun stadium. But that, you know, for all the negatives I just gave you about it, I like them when I'm on offense. I don't like them when I'm on defense. I still have no qualms about playing here. I still love to play here. I have no, you know, at one point my team was named the Shiva Chiefs. But now, in the number 1 spot, I like this park the best. I like Oak Street Park the best. There's almost like, you know, I'm the Oak Street Chiefs now. Just because, like, I don't know, I like to name my team after the park that I usually play in. This park has a lot of things that I like and don't like, I guess. In left field, it's short as can be. It's only 310 down the left field line, so it's almost like Yankee Stadium in that regard. I mean, it is a short left field. In center field, it's extremely deep. It's like 408 to center, which is really deep, to be honest with you. I mean, it's kind of average in a way, but it still is. It's like it feels significantly deeper than, you know, Ship It per se. Down the right field line, I want to say it's like 330, so it's kind of like a reverse park. Most parks are built so that left-handed hitters have more of an advantage, in my opinion. Like, it's usually a shorter fence down the left field because more hitters are right-handed, or a shorter fence down the right field because more hitters are right-handed, saying that they're going to pull it to left. But this one's kind of the opposite. It's got a short field and left. This is going to be perfect for me to use Babe Ruth and then left with a short area for him to have to run around it and defend. I'm using Mike Trout, and I'm using Mike Trout and Willie Mays in center and right. And in right field in this park, like if you play Bellinger out there, it's just like he just doesn't quite have the fielding that like somebody like an Ichiro or something like that. You almost need like a little bit more fielding out in right field in this park. It is what it is. The ball kind of gets over your head. It can definitely get over your head in right field, more so than it can Ship It. And you need someone to patrol center definitely in this park. So that's something to consider. I like kind of how there's no foul territory where the other player can get like cheap outs. It just goes in the foul territory. There's there's a very small amount of foul territory in this one. So I like Oak Street Park. To me, it's my #1 park right now. As far as the other minor league ones, they're okay. I just don't like. I mean, I love this. I love how Bayfront looks. This used to be a super popular stadium like 2 years ago. Iron Horse was really popular. Some, Statesman. I used to love Statesman. Now I don't as much. I don't like Wagon Man. Blue River always feels like a little bit, I don't know, kind of choppy or something. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Blue River. Laughing Mountain, I know, is super popular. It's basically like Coors Field. Center City Field, I just don't like how it looks really. Red Rocks has a deep. Red Rocks is just interesting, so I like it. 450 to center is insane. Like, imagine hitting a home run to center in this field. Fenway Park, I know it's a pretty popular one right now. Main Street, I don't know. Nothing about Main Street really does it for me. Majestic Greens, not really. Riverboat, Green Valley, I actually don't mind Green Valley. I actually kind of like Green Valley, to be honest with you. And I actually kind of like Highland Park also. I don't know what it is. I like those. There's Barnes Canyon. That's pretty much, all American. I don't know. I really just honestly, I like Shipping and Oak Street. The rest of them, I don't really. I don't have too much of a problem with them because it's a minor league stadium or whatever, and that's gonna have less lag. But those are my two preferred out of those. And I guess finally we'll touch on Polo Grounds. What I think about Polo Grounds. I actually love Polo Grounds. I know people hate Polo Grounds. I wouldn't play an online ranked game here, with it as my park. But I love Polo Grounds. I just like how it's different. It kind of goes back to the thing with Fenway. It's just like, it's basically a football stadium, but it's a baseball field. The fact that you can hit home runs at 240 feet down the left field line is crazy. And then you have this big outfield. This is a great stadium for grinding too. We don't have to do that anymore, thankfully, but it was great for that, getting extra base hits and triples and stuff like that. You could just hit it to the gaps, get home runs. I love the way it looks. It's kind of like, it almost like they don't have good lighting or something. So I actually personally, I love Polo Grounds, just not for online competitive play, if that makes sense. So down in the comments below, drop your favorite stadium, your top 5 stadiums down in the comments below. I would be interested to see that. If you guys have top 5 video ideas for me, I think I'm gonna do more top 5s instead of top 10s, because I think it just it cuts down on the length of the time of the video, so I like that about that. But I think if you guys have top 5s or top 10s, ideas for me, to put them down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys wouldn't mind, click on one of these videos and watch another video of mine. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.